Alright, so we are back for another video, guys, and today we're gonna have a look at the Earfun Free 2. And Earfun as a brand has been in my radar for quite some time because they do have some collaborations with some reviewers, influencers, and I'm very interested to see if that collaboration translates to their other products as well. So yeah, I haven't heard of an Earfun yet, so we're gonna figure out how this fares with other maybe Chi-Fi TWS brands here in this channel, and will this compete? We're gonna find out in this video. Of course, big thanks to Earfun themselves for sending this over. Links down below for their shop. So we're gonna do a classic unboxing for today, guys. We have Earfun Free 2, true wireless earbuds here, and you're getting a pretty nice box, I would say. So it has true wireless earbuds, Qualcomm aptX audio tech, immersive sound, 60 ms low latency touch control as well. You're getting IPX7 waterproof as well, sweat shield technology, 30 hours of playtime, 7 hours with the lobes itself, and 23 hours with the charging case. And from what I am seeing, you have maybe some wireless charging here, which is very interesting. But opening this up, let's check out some accessories first. Your USB-C, and it's kind of a long cable here. Putting that aside, and of course, nice to see USB-Cs in 2021. And actually, it's constant now that we should be seeing USB-Cs from now on. Getting manuals as well, nicely packaged, I say, and you're getting that TWS itself. First impressions, it feels really good in the hand, so it has that solid feeling to it. From the get-go, one of the better, feeling TWS's cases that I have held. Can remember maybe some Galaxy Buds Pro feeling on this case. You're getting that matte in color, and you're also getting actually very nice finish around. And you're getting that Earfun logo as well at the top. Yeah, very nice looking TWS here. So I would say for the $50 price range, this might be one of the better feeling cases that I have held, and that's definitely a good sign here. So this is the lobes itself. So this is a bit bigger than your Sabat's, I'd say, in the overall fit. So maybe the 7 hours of battery might be warranted, and you're getting that Earfun as well at the side, and actually you're getting maybe IEM fit on the ear, and that's definitely an advantage. So your isolation might be good, and also your stability on the ear might be good here. Quite surprised with the overall build quality of this. I would say this might be a bit better than your Sabat's, I'd say. I would say better feeling, and you're getting that matte finish as well, which is something that I like personally. And you're still getting that IM design. Maybe one difference with the Sabat's is this is, I would say, not quite the same look as IEM's. This is still more of a TWS look, because of maybe that rounded sides here. Right now, putting this on the ear, so actually on the ear it's quite stable. So again, it has that maybe IEM fit to the ear here. You have that contours, which is similar to other IEMs. So yeah, the fit for me is quite good for me overall. It doesn't have some fins though, so this won't be as stable as your TWSs with fins, and also with maybe ear hooks. Those are still gonna be more stable compared to this one. You can do some maybe minor exercising here, but this won't be my first choice when it comes to fitness type of work. So it does isolate some outside noise, but this won't be my first choice for some isolation. Also, in terms of comfort, I would say these are pretty comfortable to wear. So even if it's a big IEM, it's not that heavy on the ear, so you can definitely listen to this for a long listening session. In terms of the look as well, so you're getting that maybe more TWS look. So your Sabat's will still have that more IEM look because of the shape, because your Sabat's maybe has the similarities of the shape, maybe your KZs, your TRNs, something like that. But this one, it's still more of an earbud look on the ear. So actually the look maybe reminds me of yeah, maybe Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro. So that kind of look on the ear. But yeah, overall, I would say, build quality, fit on the ear, really good here. Maybe the best that I have tested so far. This is the build quality in the $50 range, and that says a lot because I do test quite a number of IEMs. So yeah, let's have a first listen and listen to some tunes. Alright, so now listening to some Beat It on Michael Jackson. So first impressions, there's a lot of shimmer on top here. There's a lot of extension on top. So this is quite an exciting, energetic, type of listen to the ear. And actually, compared to maybe your Sabat's, this definitely has less bass. So this is not gonna be your bass pairs like maybe your E12 Ultras. So those, or maybe the X12 Ultras as well. So those will still be more bassy compared to this one. So it's actually quite energetic to listen to, but it's not overly aggressive. There's some, relaxed nature to the sound here. So this is not the most fun pair that I have listened to. But yeah, definitely the shimmer on top, the sparkle on top is definitely really present here off a listen. Let's try some Get Lucky, Daft Punk. In terms of vocals, it's more of a bright vocal presentation. So, you know, it quite pushes through the mix. Even if it's slightly recessed in the mix, it's quite bright to listen to on the mix. It's not muffled sounding. So yeah, the vocals are quite clear to listen to. So at the bottom, even if there's not much bass here, the bass still has some boom at the bottom. So I would say this is not a bass shy you know, TWS at all. So there's ample bass there to throw around. So for pop tracks, you won't have an issue with the bass quantity. But again, this is not a bass head spare for me. I'm still quite controlled in the mix here. I would say in terms of the bass response as well, this is not the most technically you know, capable bass that I've listened to. Again, it's more on the boomy side of things. So it's quite fun to listen to. There's a lot of slam there. So yeah, definitely ample bass for a lot of people. But yes, not a bass head spare. So in terms of the top end, in terms of the treble, so again, there's a lot of shimmer there on top, but actually for some tracks, one con that I encountered is it has some maybe unnatural peaks on top here. That makes some cymbals a bit thin to listen to for me. So for me, yes, it's not the most accurate top here. But one thing that I like about this is the soundstage is fairly big for a TWS. So also a rounded stage as well. So it's not that congested to listen to. Yeah, the soundstage is quite big in the mix. Definitely an enjoyable, you know, type of listen. And again, being more of a fun type of listen, this is not going to be your monitor type of listen to the ear. So this will be really nice for some casual listening. I'm listening to some Senorita, Shawn Mendes. So for some pop tracks, you know, even if the bass is not that elevated in the mix. So because of that boomy nature of the bass, still quite substantial for pop tracks. And the vocals again pushes through the mix nicely. Clear vocals here overall. Maybe one issue that I encountered again is there's some hotness for me in some vocal parts, especially in the female vocals. In terms of the presentation as well, this is more in the smooth side of presentation. So again, this is not something for, you know, monitoring. So casual listening would be perfectly fine on this. I would say this can pass as an enthusiast, you know, type of listen to the ear, I'd say. All right, next let's take a look at the measurements. And looking at the measurements here, so it's definitely more of a bright U type of shape on the ear. You're getting that ample extension at the top as well. You're getting that 8K extension there. So that's why I mentioned that yeah, the, you know, treble is really extended on top here. So you're getting more of an enthusiast listen on the ear. I'm getting more of a monitor, you know, type of listen to the ear in terms of the overall tuning because of that brightness on top. So this won't be your bass head spare here. So from the bass region, you're getting that slight elevation to around 50 hertz region. And after that, it goes down to around 1K. So here in this area, you're getting that maybe slight elevation in the mid bass region here. So that's why it's a bit more boomy at the bottom here. So still fun bass here overall. And after that, it goes up slightly to around 1.5K. And then after that, it goes down to around 2K, which is your dip or your U type of shape. And then after that, it goes up to around 3K. And then after that, it goes down to around 5K. After that, you're getting that major peak on top here at around 8-9K region. After that, it goes down. So this doesn't have your 12K peak here, but again, that 8K is really prominent here in the mix. And that might explain maybe some hotness in the overall sound here. So let's compare it first with other dynamic drivers that I have here in this channel. Let's compare it to the S1D. So the S1D has some similarities in the trend. You're getting that bright tuning, but in the S1D, the elevation is around 6K compared to what you get with the Earfun, that the elevation is around 9K here. But in the S1D, you're getting that maybe double horns at the top here. You're getting that still 12K, slight 12K, 14K elevation in the S1D. And at the bass region, you're getting some similarities in the overall, you know, level of the bass here. So both of them doesn't have, you know, much bass in the mix, but still both of them have that U type of shape on the ear. What yeah, actually surprising that your Earfun even has more elevation on top. So your Earfun is definitely gonna be more of an enthusiast type of listen on the ear in this regard. Actually, let's compare it to some dynamic drivers that we have here, wired ones in the channel. So looking at the Blonde Mini, so the Blonde Mini has similarities in the trend as well, but your Blonde Mini is gonna be more bassy of a listen here. So looking at the bass region, the bass in the Blonde Mini is gonna be 5-6 dB more elevated in the mix. In the top end as well, in the Blonde Mini is gonna be maybe 5-10 dB, you know, less so in that regard. But actually, both of them have that maybe 7K to 8K peak. So they do have some similarities in the U, you know, type of shape, nature of the sound here. But definitely your Earfun is gonna be more bright on top here. So next, let's compare it to the Sparks. So looking at the Sparks, your Sparks is gonna be more, you know, more eye am diffused neutral in this sense. So definitely different tuning here. So if you like more of a neutral mode, more toned down, relaxed kind of sound, you might like the Sparks in this regard. If you like more of a more fun, upfront, bright kind of sound, Earfun might be the one for you. Alright, so for me, overall tuning here, so this is quite unique in this price range. So I haven't seen something like this, more of a bright tunings. Again, for enthusiasts, this might be something that you can consider. So if you're used to brighter IEMs, wired IEMs, this is something that can fall to your list here. So yeah, for people who like bass, this might not be the pick that you would want. Alright, so that's our listen with the Earfun Free 2. So let's try to close this thing. Alright, so for the Earfun Free 2, I enjoyed my listen on the Earfun Free 2. Even if I threw some pop music, also hip-hop music as well, that's ample bass with some boom at the bottom, and definitely ample bass to throw around. And also you have that extension on top, you have that clarity on top. So for guitar tracks, rock tracks, this will shine as well. I would say it's solid tuning overall for a $50 pair. And yet, looking at the build quality as well, I would say it's one of the best, if not the best, that I have tested for build quality in this price range. That's that premium feel to it. It reminds me a lot of the Galaxy Buds Pro that I have here in this channel. So yeah, I would say a pretty solid TWS overall. You're getting that aptX support as well. 7 hours of battery. So I'd say a pretty solid in terms of the overall package on this. Some cons though, so the top end, that shimmer on top, that peak on top might be a bit too much, that it makes some cymbals a bit thin to listen to. And also that bottom as well, not the most technically capable bass here, so you have some boom in the bass. So if you're looking for some tightness, a monitor type of listen, this won't be your pick. But if you're looking for more of a casual listening pair and you enjoy that fun in your sound, the Earfun Free 2 is a solid TWS overall, and I will definitely recommend it for the $50 price that you're asking for. Actually, for me, this punches above its $50 price range in what you are getting for the money. And that's really cool. So yeah, definitely like this pair. Of course, if you learned something, leave a like and subscribe for more content like this in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.